Welcome back to Radio Y 77.7 Mock News, everyone. The only news source guaranteed to
make you laugh.
Make you laugh, yeah.
Just shake your head.
And shake your head at the same time. You got that right. Got a real humdinger for you today, folks.
Mm-hmm.
IBB, the former military, you know.
Top guy,
yeah, is saying he was powerless to stop the annulment of the 1993 election. You catch that?
Powerless.
Like, is he for real?
I know, right? I mean, think about it. IBB was basically running the whole shebang back then. He was the top dog, the big cheese, the one, the ultimate authority. So how is it even, remotely possible that he couldn't stop something as massive as an election annulment? I mean, come on.
Well, we got to look at the context here, right?
Yeah.
This was during military rule.
Right.
And IBB's right-hand man
was
none other than Sani Abacha.
That's right, Abacha.
The same guy who later took over, became head of state.
The guy who, strolled in after that whole June 12th election went kaput. And for those who might not know, June 12th
Big day.
Was a huge day, monumental for Nigeria.
Yeah.
It was supposed to be our transition back to democracy.
That's right.
MKO Abiola, a very popular, well-loved
Yoruba businessman.
Yeah.
Won that election.
Widely believed to have won.
Yeah.
It was a historic moment.
Truly was.
But
gone.
Cut short by the annulment.
So, okay, let me get this straight.
Yeah.
IBB is basically saying that Abacha, who was, essentially his number two, went rogue, annulled the election, and IBB, with all his, supposed power, just sat there twiddling his thumbs.
Yeah, pretty much.
Unbelievable.
Freaking ridiculous.
It really is.
And to top it all off,
yeah,
instead of facing, any kind of consequences.
Right. You think he'd be held accountable?
IBB was practically given a hero's welcome. Awards, money.
They rolled out the red carpet.
You name it, he got it. It's unbelievable.
This is where we get to the real, only in Nigeria part of the story.
Oh, right.
Right. I mean, come on. You can't make this stuff up. It's too wild.
It's something out of a movie.
Only in Nigeria could a leader be,
lauded
and rewarded after such a controversial and impactful event. It's mind-boggling.
It makes you think, doesn't it?
It really does.
About power and accountability in our country.
It's a real head-scratcher.
Mm-hmm.
All right, listeners.
Yeah.
We here at Radio Y 77.7 Mock News.
Of course.
No, you're itching to hear IBB's, explanation for yourself.
I bet.
Mr. President and Commander-in-Chief, Your Excellency, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the Asiwaju of the universe, and the Jagaba of Niger State. I wouldn't say Borgu aware of the inconveniences and sacrifices the public endured during this period, and I acknowledge and appreciate their resilience and commitment to progress. Although the reform caused inconveniences to our people, we built lasting national institutions, some of which are still in place today. Undoubtedly, credible, free and fair elections were held on June 12, 1993. However, the tragic irony of history remains that the administration that devised a near-perfect electoral system and conducted those near-perfect elections could not complete the process. That accident of history is most regrettable. The nation is entitled to expect my impression of regret. As the leader of the military administration, I accept full responsibility for all decisions taken under my watch. And June 12 happened under my watch. Mistakes oversights and missteps happen in quick succession. But I say in my book, in all matters we acted in the supreme national interest so that Nigeria could survive. Our nation's march to democracy was interrupted, a fact that I deeply regret, but Nigeria survived, and democracy is still alive.
So make sure you catch that news clip during the intermission, okay?
Okay.
We promise it's a real treat. And hey,
What else?
while you're at it, why not drop us a line?
Yeah. We love hearing from our listeners.
We do. And hey, if your company wants to join the fun, reach a huge audience with our mock news segment. We're all ears for sponsorships and ad placements. We www.radiowise77.7@gmail.com. Mock news segment. We're all ears for sponsorships and ad placements. We guarantee your brand will be just as memorable as IBB's.
You couldn't help yourself.
What can I say? It's a new boy. But hey, listeners, that's all time we have for this edition of our Radio Wise 77.7 Mock News.
Sad to see it go.
But don't you worry. Stay tuned, because we'll be right back with more unbelievable news stories that'll leave you wondering if